Do you want to ceramic coat your car, but you're too worried about doing it at home or worried about having to take it somewhere to have it done? We've already shown you in a previous video how a ceramic coating compares to a wax and why you really should be having your car coated. But today, I'm going to show you how you can actually apply Crystal Serum Light and EXO by yourself at home with no specialist tools whatsoever. It really is as simple as applying a wax. So, to prove that point, today I'm going to coat this Focus RS with both of these and show you how easy it is. Right, the first step in the process is actually wash the car. You've got to give it a full decontamination wash. Now, you've probably done that before, but if you haven't, we'll put a link in the description to how you should do a full decontamination wash. And what we've done, we actually washed this car yesterday and then left it in here overnight to dry, just because we don't want any water trails coming out of bits like behind the mirrors and plastic and stuff like that, especially when you're mopping and definitely not when you're applying the ceramic coating. So basically just give the car a good clean, get all the nasties off, get it dried, and it's ready for the next stage, which is going to be machine polishing. So the car's washed and clean and dry. The next step is to machine polish the paintwork. We do this to remove any blemishes, scratches or swirl marks in the paint surface, so it's a lovely smooth finish for when we apply the ceramic coat to. We do that for a couple of reasons, but the main reason is that the ceramic coating will actually accentuate any flaws or blemishes, so you need to make sure that the paintwork is absolutely pristine before we apply the ceramic coating. This bit can be quite daunting, so if you don't want to do this, then obviously you can always pay for someone to mop your car for you, and then you can still apply the ceramic coating yourself. And there you go. Once that's done, the whole car, on to the next step. So now the whole car's been mopped, and I think you'll agree it's looking fantastic. But before we lock that finish in with the ceramic coating, there's one small but very vital step, and that is panel wipe. The reason we do this is it just cleans the surface, gets rid of any oils or anything that might have been in the polishes, and gets us a nice, clean surface ready for the ceramic coat to bond to. So, let's go. Simple spray on, and then buff it off to leave a nice, clean finish. And now, ready for the fun bit, actually putting on the ceramic coating. What we'll do with this, we start out, a couple of little drops on your nice applicator pad that comes in the kit, and work in a small, manageable area. So on something like this, I'll probably do up to where the bonnet vent is, a little bit at a time, working in nice straight lines. And then if you do straight lines one way and then cross hatch, that way you can guarantee a nice even application across the whole panel, and then buff it off. Don't worry if you apply too much, it's not the end of the world if you apply too much, but it does mean that you might have to machine polish it back again, and all you've done is just wasted your ceramic coating. So let's get cracking. Right, so after a few minutes, you'll see that it starts to split out on the surface, and that's the indication ready to buff off. So nice clean microfiber. Again, just gently buff off the coating that you put on, and get it ready for EXO. Right, now that's the first layer of crystal serum buffed off. You need to let that cure. If we're going straight over with EXO, which is what we recommend, is what we're doing today, Exo V5, which is the hydrophobic topper, then you need to wait about an hour, 1 to 2 hours before you apply EXO directly over to the top of this. If you're just running with a Crystal Serum Light, then you'll need to leave that for 12 hours to cure. That mustn't get wet during that period, and then you'll be set after that. But like I say, we're going to leave that for an hour or two, and then come back and put some EXO over the top. So now the whole car has been coated in Crystal Serum Light, and we're ready to apply EXO. You could just leave it with the Crystal Serum, which is a ceramic coating, and that gives you a nice sort of ceramic barrier. But for the best performance, you want to top it with Exo V5. To explain exactly why, Gtechniq have done a really good video actually, which I'll put a link to in the description. It shows you why a two-stage process is better than a one. It's worth checking out. But from an application point of view, it's very similar to how we applied serum. A couple of drops on the applicator, nice straight lines, let it split, buff it off. That's all you need to do. It's worth noting that if you've just applied Serum Light and obviously let it cure for an hour or two, you don't need to panel wipe the car. If you've done the application of the serum the day before, it's probably worth just giving the whole car a quick wipe over with a panel wipe again, just to make sure it's absolutely spotless before you put the EXO on. If you applied Serum Light or ceramic coating several weeks ago, before you apply the EXO, give the whole car a decontamination wash, let it dry, then panel wipe, and then apply EXO. So there we go, as easy as that. It really is as easy as applying a wax. That's Crystal Serum Light applied, cured, Exo V5 applied, cured, well, curing. We now need to leave this for 12 hours out of the rain. So if you've got a garage at home, that's fine. Carport, that's absolutely fine. Just don't get it wet for the first 12 hours because the coating is hardening, and during that process, if it gets wet, you might get unsightly watermarks and stuff. It's not the end of the world for your paint, but it does mean that you'll have to polish off the ceramic coating that you've just applied and then reapply it, which is obviously a waste of time. So keep it dry for 12 hours. What we suggest is don't wash it for the first week. It's all right if it gets wet, rain during that first week, but don't use any detergents on it, just to really let the coating cure and harden. After that, you're fully protected. When it comes to washing your car after it's been coated, there are a few little tricks to how to maintain the coating and keep it working at its best. And we've got a video coming up on that soon. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and hit that notification bell, and you'll see when that video lands. Until then, see you later.